Hi, it's Sébastien from Eddyfi with my son Xavier.
Hello.
And so we'll do a small experiment today. It could be fun to do that with your kids. You know that in non-destructive testing there is a lot of techniques, in fact, that are using electromagnetic fields. So what we'll do today, it's a small electromagnet that could be done at home. With some stuff that we'll need. What do we need? We need a battery.
A battery, 1.5.
1.5 volts. This size is a good size to do that. What we'll do, we need also a nail. Should be a steel nail, not stainless steel, but plain common steel nail. We need some rubber bands. Maybe, in fact, one is enough. We'll need some wire, electric wire. It's gauge 22 is a good size, not too thin so it won't eat up, and not too big so we'll be able to put a lot of turns on our magnet.
And something to experiment.
Yeah, some metallic stuff to try the magnet on. So yeah, this one too. Okay, so first thing to know is that if you have an electrical current into a conductor, like what the eye that I have here, and that will create some magnetic field that will run around the conductor here. So, and the way we represent that is, we call that the right-hand rule, is if your thumb is giving the direction of the current, then the other fingers will, that runs around the wire or direction of the current, will give you the magnetic field that is created by this current. And then if you wrap around this wire, then it will result in some kind of, this side? Yeah, okay, that's fine. So it will result in a coil, in fact, and when the current runs into that coil, then it will create some field. If you still use the right-hand rule, you will see that this field will go through the coil there and then will just circulate around and go back to the beginning of the coil, so in a closed path. So it kind of create an electromagnet, so not what we call a permanent magnet, which is the simple magnets that you know, but one that will can be turned on and off if there is a current or not.
In fact, at will.
Yeah, you can do that at will, in fact. Okay, so what is the first thing we need? We need some way to have a current that will circulate, so we need a conductor, the wire here. And where do we put this wire?
A nail, I think?
On the nail, yeah.
A nail.
Exactly. So,
wait, I have a...
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay. Okay, you can use this one.
I'll use that one.
Okay, good. So we'll just, to start, to help us start, we'll put some tape here. It will allow the wire to stay in place.
I'll take the other one too.
Okay. And you can wrap this around. So
You should show this.
Do you want to do it? Do you want to do it?
Okay.
So the only important thing is to wrap it as close as possible. And as you add turns, so as you add turn, all the individual loop will have their own magnetic field and they will add up, so you will have an increased magnetic field. Okay, maybe you can show a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, that doesn't need to be.
They just need to always turn the same direction.
Same direction, so every small field created by each individual loop will add up and create a bigger magnetic field.
As in each direction, they'll just find each other. So
exactly. If you put a number of turns in one direction and then the same number of turns in the other direction, then it will negate or cancel each other. So have some just finish that.
That one doesn't work. I'll take another one.
Okay,
That's too much.
I
But...
just want to have some,
Oh, that's it.
remove those so you'll be able to completely
I think
wire
we should
that.
make it a little bit longer. As long as possible.
Not necessarily, but
It'll be more powerful.
if it's closed pack, it's better.
Compact.
Exactly.
But even if it's a hyper compact, well, it won't be powerful enough to move a fridge.
No, it won't, because it would be too heavy for the power of that little electromagnet. Okay, so we can put something so the wire will stay in place. Hopefully my finger will be able to be removed.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can remove them now.
Okay.
I think. Wait.
Yeah, that's okay. No, put it on the other side. Okay. So we'll take it here.
Okay.
Okay, that's good enough.
That's good.
So you see, and we removed, so not an important thing, obvious, but a little bit obvious, but it's important. So we remove the end of the shell here to be able to connect.
If you didn't do
wire.
it, make it now.
Yeah.
Make it look like it now.
Okay, so what we need after that, we need a battery.
And
So to have some
rubber.
voltage source and the rubber band.
Rubber.
Yeah, it will help.
Maintain it in place.
Yeah, exactly. Good. So, and now if we put that here, so it's on that side and on the back side of the battery, so on both poles. So now we have an electromagnet.
Should
So,
we test it now?
yeah,
We should show it.
get closer like this.
No,
Okay.
like this.
Like this, okay.
To show where it goes.
Okay, so we can have
Test
some,
it?
yeah.
Okay. We
So-
start with one.
So with one paper clip, oh, you see that?
It works.
It works.
2 maybe? No, it still works. 3. Oh,
Oh, you
and
can,
it's attached one to another. You can
yeah, you can see that here. So yeah, you can put a
Okay,
couple
but
other ones.
2 at a time now.
2 at a time. Oh, that's a challenge. And
It's still
it works.
functioning.
It works.
3 last.
Still working. Okay, go.
Still working. Still works. Oh, and it
Fine.
works. All of them.
Okay, good. So do you think that it's strong enough to pull up the
Ruler?
the ruler? You can try
Well,
that.
we can try, but we should try with this first.
Mm,
It's
You
metal?
can try. It's metal? Is it? Oh, it can. Oops.
It does, but it's not
It does
powerful
work,
enough.
but it's not. Not so,
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It is.
It's pretty good. Okay.
It's pretty.
So you should not keep it connected too long. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine.
That one.
Because at some point it will start the wire will start to be a bit warm. So if you're not using it, you should disconnect it. So does it work? So what kind of material does it attract?
Metal.
Metal? All metals?
Well, I've seen a movie
A video?
video on YouTube
Yeah.
where it says it's not all metal, but I'm not sure. But I'm not sure which metal.
But we can
so
try.
should
We can try this one. That's a can, which is aluminum.
Aluminium.
Yeah, and we can try if there's some effect on it.
Wait.
I'm not sure if you see it. But
Can I try it too?
yeah, you can take it. So there is absolutely no effect because aluminum is not magnetic, but it's still a metal. Is there another type of metal you
Oh
would
yeah,
like to
I have
try?
this. I have gold.
Gold?
See it?
You have a gold piece.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's?
It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work at all.
But I have one thing to say. It's not true metal. It's not gold.
Why, it's plastic. But anyway,
Gold doesn't work.
gold doesn't work either. So,
Because maybe.
and another thing you can try, it's the effect.
Maybe if it was maybe the magnet would have been confused and still attracted it. Maybe we don't know.
No, I don't think so. The laws of physics doesn't change like this. Okay, so I have here a small fridge magnet, just simple magnet, and we will just see what is the interaction between the magnet and the electromagnet, the permanent magnet. So if I go there, okay, that's interesting. In that case, you see, if I try to go closer,
it goes away.
It goes away.
Can I try?
Yeah. No, if you want to see the camera, you should put it like this. So.
Wait, it worked a little bit because it was the side, it was the other side.
The other side, exactly. So you can see it, it goes away. And if I change the polarity of that, if I change it.
Polar bear?
Like you know, the poles of the magnet is not different than the pole of the Earth, because the magnetic field, the Earth's magnetic field is caused by the movement of different in the crust of the, not the crust, but some geological layers beneath the Earth. There is iron part that moves and goes around, and then that's what causes the magnetic field of the Earth. So if I go there, now it goes because we have opposite poles that are going together.
Could I try one thing?
Yeah.
Wait.
And the other side, but I can try it like this. Across the wood, it doesn't want to touch. Yeah, so
it still works.
Yeah, so opposite poles will attract, and if we have the same pole, it will repulse.
I guess that's why some say opposite attract.
Yeah, that's the reason for that.
Maybe the inspiration.
Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. You can try that at home, and you just need some simple basic things, and just be cautious not doing that to keep too long, because it can get a little bit warm.
And it uses electricity all the time.
And it will deplete the battery if you don't, if you keep it connected. So I hope you enjoyed that, and maybe we'll see. You have a good time.
Well, we cannot see each other until maybe for now, maybe, but it can still change.
Okay.
So
thank
goodbye.
you. Bye bye.